you know, it's funny when life kind of takes off and you go through situations that piss you off, or you're driving, or something in your house, or something goes on, and you're a deeply spiritual person, and all of a sudden you're like yelling, or like, flipping somebody off, or and it's those moments where you're like, I'm a total fucking fraud, because I'm so deeply, but then these moments, I'm okay with it, but I see videos about it, and I just saw one that made me laugh. That's authenticity, honey. Life is messy. Being authentic is the highest vibration. And there are times, where it always reminds me of the, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a meme, whatever you call it, that there's a monk crossing the road, and he's like flipping off traffic, and he's in his monk stuff, and he's flipping off traffic, and it's like somebody missed their morning meditation. I went through something yesterday. I giggled all day because I was cranky because I missed my morning meditation, and there was a whole thing that went on. Life just took off, and by the afternoon I was like, I can't stand people, like they're cranky, and I'm in a bit of a city, so you can imagine, as an empath, the stuff you take in, and also the stuff you have to deal with. And I try to show up pretty friendly and pretty, and not everybody does. And then there just all kinds of things that go on throughout the day where I'm just like, God, get me away from all these people. Or my cats act up. Like this morning, I'll give prime example. I rescue, and you guys know that, and I'm usually, okay, incoming. Yep, all right, coming through. And I would prefer things to be peaceful and calm all the time. That doesn't mean that that's how that will go, despite my energy. So I have one cat that drives me nuts sometimes, and my little Benny. And I'll go to open the door to do things, and he'll bolt out, and he can't be out there because he's spicy. And he can't be around certain other ones because he's spicy, and he'll fight you. That's him in the pen because he's mad because he's in the pen because he's spicy. So there are times like this morning yesterday morning, where they're all wound up. Despite how calm I am, that's not, the whole thing isn't up to me. But anyway, Ben was going nuts, and he's pissing off the other cats, and I try to have him out, and I'm loving it, stretchy legs, and it just got to the point where I'm like, Ben, you're being a total asshole. And there's moments I'm like, I'm a spiritual teacher. I need to be calm here. You're pulling me out of my peace. Kind of, not really, but the moments of, where I'm just like, this is authenticity. Life is messy. The physical experience is messy. People are messy, I try to get along with different family members and stuff, and they want to act up and be fresh, and I'm just like, I'm trying to have peace here, people. Not everybody wants to play along with the peace. But there are things that are purging. We're going through such a fluctuating period of time. Don't worry about it. That's why I always say, like, life is messy. Being in the physical experience is messy because you're taking in all these energies. You're playing with all these other energies. They're pinging off your energy field. That's why I'm always like, stable force. Be the stable. Go meditate. Go ground. Go take a salt bath. Shields up. Push it away. Push it away. Push it. Not them, but push it away. Help. But you can come back to peace. We come back to peace. We come back to laughter. I laugh at half the stuff that comes out of my physical self at times, because I'm like, really? Well, you failed that one. So as much as you are a deeply spiritual person craving peace all the time, the rest of around you may not be craving peace. And you have your moments too. I mean, it's just, we're trying to create peace. We're trying to, that's how I look at it. Like, I'm a peacemaker. Like, I may have to, I shouldn't say this, but I'll punch you in the face to make some peace. I really won't. I'm non-violent. But I have, like, silly jokes like that, like, you can't, if you're trying to get to peace, it doesn't always look pretty. It doesn't always look like, could you please do this for me? If I spoke to my animals like that, or, they would walk by me with the same attitude that they have and just continue to fight with each other. Sometimes a lot of us are lions, lion, dragon energy, The whole point is peace, though, isn't it? Breaking up the stuff and trying to, it's all trying to be peaceful, isn't it? And yeah, sometimes you have to try. We can't all drive around like monks and, okay, that's fine that you just cut me off and almost hit me. That's cool too. You know? I don't yell at anybody. I'm not like that, but I have lots to say in the car by myself. And a lot of sarcasm goes with it. You know, that's a fabulous decision. Thank you, I appreciate that. And yes, you stupid asshole comes out too. Yes, I would love to. I don't have a mask. I don't. I probably should, but I don't. Yeah, it's. I'm not trying to be anything other than I am, but it's all for me. All for me is in the name of peace. Whatever has to go on, you know. To settle down, and I yell at my animals sometimes. I'm like, we're all gonna love each other here. I'm yelling about love. Can't we all just freaking get along? Yelling, you know, about peace. But if you can be the calmest person if you're around a lot of moving parts, especially ADHD, and you get overloaded, and I'm very hypersensitive to a lot of sound and a lot of, you know, extreme light and sound, you know, noises, things, you know. If you crave peace and you're trying to get everything else to peace, if you ask nicely, that may not happen, especially kids, you know, single mom. Mine are well into adulthood, so we don't really have to have too many of those, you know, that kind of thing anymore. But, like, we're going to love each other. Getting to peace can be tough, and fighting for it, I know people say, oh, energetically, don't fight for it. You know what? Live in my world, be me for an hour. It's not going to be I am monk energy, spiritual teacher energy. Be in something very hectic and chaotic and nutso for an hour where you're like, you know, we do the best we can though. You know, we come back to peace, and I try to get everything back to peace. But I don't like fighting. I don't like people fighting amongst each other. I don't like, you know. So it's like, peacemaker. Stop it. We're gonna love each other, damn it, no matter how much I have to yell. Spiritual teacher. So if you have moments like that, just know it's authenticity. It's you're what you're probably trying to do is get to peace, and it's not always pretty or perfect. Shit happens. Even with yourself, you might feel like a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum sometimes, because you want things a certain way. You want to be happy and calm and peaceful and abundant, and, you know, you're working out your own stuff too. You know, old cellular memory, childhood or whatever. It's not perfect. Don't ever even aim for perfect. You know, practice. But keep loving each other. Keep getting back to it. Keep getting back to peace. Love you guys.